All right, let's get rolling here, people. This one is for you, dear Gemini. That's you. This is Tarot Illumination. This is your general broad spectrum journey of the heart spiritual reading for the November 2018 season. We're going big, coming down and focusing tight where we need to, kind of like the way eagles work. They soar, soar, soar thousands of feet up, and then we see what they have to do. They go with pinpoint accuracy. That's what we do here at Tarot Illumination. Cards are well shuffled in advance, but I want to go to the last second so that you're a witness. The deck's done thousands of readings, and it has plenty more readings left inside of it. Bless the cards, bless this deck, bless you, Gemini, for choosing Tarot Illumination, and bless the channel, bless Tarot Illumination, and bless all the electricity and the electrons and cameras and internet, okay? Before we get into the cards, I want to share Tarot Illumination personal notes. Okay, these are not very professional, I'm sorry, but this is the best we can do here. I'll just run through the key dates, okay? Mark your calendars. November 7th, November 10th, November 17th, November 22nd, and November 23rd. I'll do this very slowly for you, so if you want to, you can watch through again on the action replay. Some people do that, so I'm taking that into account on this particular video. I didn't do it with a lot of them. Over here to the chart itself, this is a Tarot Illumination Astro Doodle for the season, this November season for Geminis, okay? So there's a lot of big changes going on. Big changes for the whole planet, and they do affect you kind of directly in your face, okay, Gemini? It affects everybody differently. I'm going to pull out the key ones that I've noticed here. We'll go through the dates. First of all, let's get it done here. With this November 7th, we've got the Scorpio new moon over here in your 6th house. Health habits, day-to-day habits, work, chores, tasks, service. To me, this feels like it's a really good chance for you to seriously upgrade your self-healing habits, whatever they might be, discovering all the habits deep down that undermine you. Dig them up, pull them out by the roots, destroy them, and create new healthy habits, okay? Let's keep going. Very quickly, we move over here to November the 10th, where the big deal of the whole month for the whole planet is when Jupiter moves into Sagittarius, okay? And that's a big deal for everybody, but it's an exceptional deal for you because it's in your 7th house of opposition here, okay? And this is a year-long journey for you, Gemini. It starts in the middle of the month, okay? So get prepared now. Get ready to brace yourself for some big shifts and changes happening for you in your significant relationships, one-on-one, marriage, spouse, live-in mates, business contracts, significant one-on-one relationships where there's nowhere to hide. You're right in their face, they're right in your face, okay? Jupiter is going to expand everything that's great and everything that's not quite so great. And because Jupiter itself is the benefic planet, it's actually very beneficial. So no matter how challenging this might be, ultimately the goal of Jupiter is to heal you and expand you and grow you in your most important relationships. Now, at the same time, November 17th, Mercury goes retrograde in Sagittarius. So this could be a really awkward kind of, first half of the month for you. But then again, it's going to amplify even more because November 22nd, the sun is moving into Sagittarius, okay, over here. All of this in your 7th house. So there's a lot of pressure you might feel ganging up against you. So, like if you're not prepared for it, if you are prepared and you handle it properly, you can really take a lot of advantage of this energy to learn how to expand and grow and become much more of a real Gemini through the gift of reflection, everything that comes back to you from the significant others over here, back to you. So please treat this energy over here as an incredibly valuable mirror instead of an incredibly stressful pile of things that you don't want to see or hear or know. Okay? I don't want to go on anymore. There's tons more stuff. We'll leave it at that. All right? There's enough going on here. Let's just do the cards. All right? Thank you so much, Gemini. Forewarned is forearmed, as they say. All right, Gemini. So I'm just trying to help. All right, just trying to help. No jumpers, no flyers, no oracles, no reversals. Okay. So when we do this, Gemini, please gather around. Please treat this as something very personal, even though there's thousands of people who watch it. Please take this as your own. Bring in your invisible friends, guardian angels, archangels, loved ones from beyond, your spirit guides, all of it. Whatever it is, bring it, make it part of a team. Also watch for your sun, moon, rising, especially if each one is different, and reinterpret everything to suit you to make it your own epic story, all right? And this is for the November season. All right, here we go. Let's have a look. Cards are well shuffled. Bless the deck, bless the cards. Bless you, Gemini, for choosing Tarot Lumination. Please consider becoming a member. Please considering joining us on First Friday group healing events. Okay, check the links below. Bless Tarot Lumination, the channel, and the opportunity that we can even do this. Okay, here's the deep heart energy. Without this, nothing else works. You have to get this in alignment with you. The heart wants you to be as fully aligned as possible with heart energy. It's almost like the heart is so invisible, we take it so much for granted, but without that, there's nothing. And the more we are in alignment with heart energy, the richer, more abundant, and fluid our lives become. Over here, legacy energy. What are you bringing in with you, Gemini? How's it been for you for the last few months? What do you see coming up for you? All that kind of thing. Over here is the ever-present now. It's in the now where you own your power, where you have all your strength, and where you can most effectively create your destiny through the healing power of your decisions. If you want to dwell on the past and project into the future, fine, but you're wasting your energy. Be present, be here, be grounded, be present, be conscious, be here. Take hold of that, own the energy of decisions. It's through the healing power of decisions that you make the ultimate decision to love thyself. So how do you do that most effectively? Okay, over here. And in so doing, owning your power and creating outcomes that you could call your life instead of being a victim of life or thinking that everything is just fated. We don't do that here at Tarot Illumination. What happens when you basically negate all this and think this is just a bunch of BS? What are you losing? What happens when you see that there is a purpose and meaning behind all this, and you see how you can, improve your self-healing faculties, learn so much from the challenges of one-on-one relationships, grow from the thing that I didn't mention earlier, the ingress of Mars into Pisces. I should have mentioned that. Sorry, guys. You've already got Neptune up there in your career sector, your destiny sector, which could be a beautiful idealization of who you are, where you want to be, how you want to be in this world, your destiny. But it also can be very frustrating. Like you think you've just figured it out and you try to touch it and put it in a bottle, package it and market it, and it just dissolves on contact. Oh no. So Mars is entering that sector here, enlivening things, sparking things, aggravating things, stimulating things, triggering things. So be aware of that. And in some ways that's stressful for you, but sometimes you need those stressors in order to grow. All right, so that's what I was hinting at here. Like the heart actually enjoys challenge. It doesn't want to just sit on a sofa all day and eat potato chips. The heart loves to work doing the things that it loves to do, closely in alignment with you, Gemini, you in alignment with the heart, so that you feel alive, truly who you are, and a full participant on this amazing journey on this planet. We generate consequences here so that one heartbeat leads into the next heartbeat fluidly with strength and very, very healthy. All the nutrients going to you, all the waste being removed away, and the heart does this with joy because the heart loves you. Okay, circumstantial energy, think of it as the weather. Okay, Three of Pentacles over here. My feeling here with Three of Pentacles is to be very, very much aware about how the way your life unfolds is completely entwined with significant others as a team. In other words, this energy that we were talking about earlier over here in your 7th house, It's a very important theme that's going to be really expanded for you over the next year. This is a year-long journey we're starting right here for you, Gemini. So please be aware, take full advantage of it, that you're very likely going to be exposed to everything that you don't know about how to be the most optimized Gemini. But instead of taking that personally as though it's an insult or you're being degraded by others, treat it as an amazing opportunity to grow in a team with a significant other or with significant others, where your talents can be optimized and maximized. And in so doing, they get the benefit of having you with them. What does the heart say? You're getting what you deserve. So my feeling here is like whatever's happened in your life up to this point right now, what is coming up is justly deserved, and there's no way out of it. It's completely neutral. Every freaking nightmare that unfolds for you in significant relationships for the next year or so, they are justly deserved, because it might be an indication that perhaps you were naive or unprepared or innocent or have a lot of maturation to go through over here. Everything that's happening for you that is awesome over here in this part of your life is well deserved too. Justice served. Okay. So I'm happy to see this. I think the heart is aware of this, and the heart wants you to know, basically saying, Dear Gemini, I already know this. I figured it out. I can tell in advance, so don't take it personally. But if you go through some really bumpy times, I'm still here for you. I'm still your heart. If you go through some amazing times, I'm still here for you. I'm still your heart. But when the things get rough, don't take it personally. Don't lash out. Don't feel you have to execute justice back on somebody. Everything is exactly as it should be. It can't be any other way, okay? I'm just letting you know. Cool? And then you're supposed to say, yeah, cool, thank you. I had no idea. And your heart says, okay, we got it. Don't worry about it. I'm here. All right, what are you bringing in with you? Okay, with the Hangman here. So already we're kind of off to a start here. My feeling, Gemini, is where you're going to get kind of dropped in it. You know, this is such a big shift of energies over what's happened over the last year. I mean, we're always shifting. The planets are always moving around. Life is changing. Everything is in a constant state of change, okay? But right now, this is a very big change, and it's happening right now in one of the most difficult areas for a human being to encounter change and growth, and that is with the seventh house of significant others. So you're heading right into this right now, and you might already be getting a sense of it, a glimpse of it, as you, the person, you're starting to think, uh-oh, what is happening here? Where am I going? Why do I feel like I am in shock? What is happening to me? I don't know. Whoa. That's kind of what I'm feeling here for you, Gemini. But that's okay. That's just the early stages of slipping into this new paradigm. This is a whole new paradigm we're having right here and right here. Okay. This one in particular, this is a year-long journey. So it's perfectly okay to feel a bit disoriented here as you get into it. As you know, think of it as big wave energy, where, like surfers, they get ready for the wave and then they get close to it and they get dropped in it, and then like they're right in there seeing it in their faces. It can be absolutely overwhelming, a complete tripped out of body experience. And you might be having that as you come into November, get through November, in the middle of November, and start coming out the other side. It's like getting, what happens, like if you do the big wave surf thing, and just picture it, even if you don't, just imagine you're a big wave surfer. You get up on that wave and it's just like, oh, this is so cool. Wait a minute. I wasn't prepared for this. And you could get easily slammed and pounded under the wave and go through this very trippy experience, and you come out the other side just lucky to be alive. So I have a feeling that's what's happening coming into this reading for you and going through November. Gemini, is this getting dropped into this vortex, very disorienting for you, and you're already aware of it. You're already starting to feel the wobbliness. So what about now? Okay, let's come crashing back down to earth again over here with the Seven of Pentacles. My feeling is that deep down you know this. It's something that you probably have been sensing or expecting for a long time, and now it's here and now it's happening, and there's no way out of it. Can't take it personally. It's time for your new health regimen, your cleanup campaign. No point in dwelling on the past of how it could have been or should have been. No point in projecting on the future how it might be, what's the potential. Right now, it's like you're getting tipped into this. This is extreme energy here. This is extreme energy here, ongoing. So this is all happening simultaneously over here for you. So my feeling with the Seven of Pentacles is that for you, Gemini, you're getting dropped into the deep end of a big pool of self-healing dynamics where you're going to have to figure out, going deep, what is it that is obstructing me from my own bounty, my own amazing growth and fertility, my own chance to flourish and become wealthy and abundant in my own spiritual journey as the Gemini that I am. There's no one else who can do this for me. I'm the only one who can live this out. I wish I didn't have to, but now I realize I'm going to have to do it. Oh, no. Oh, yes. So in so doing, let's say you get thrown deep in the deep end and it's big wave energy. What do you need to know? Okay. First of all, tap into what you already know that works. Okay. Just basic stuff. Like, I know who I am. I know who I am. My brain is working. I can breathe. I can see. I can taste. I can touch. I can smell. Okay. That's good. That's a good starting point. Excuse me. My chest and lungs there. I've been doing a lot of readings, and tarot illumination is kind of got a throat issue because of this. So with the Four of Pentacles, it's a very strong message to do what works, Gemini, in the moment. Go through these very disorienting shifts and changes. Always check in with the earthiness over here. There's a lot of earth energy happening on the planet right now. How can I point this out to you? Because I didn't put it anywhere on the charts. But it's very much to do with the Capricorn and Taurus energy. I wish I had pointed it out here, but maybe we can talk about that on another episode or something. But get in touch with what really, really works. Get grounded. Hold on, hold on to the things that work for you in very simple ways, and use that as your foundation point for making your decisions, because the chances are things are going to be very destabilizing for you and in a very expansive way that's ultimately good for you. It's just that coming in here in November, going from where things were, going to where they are, it's a big shift in energies. That's the big theme of the month for everybody. It's a big it's an episode of change, big, heavy-duty changes. And so it's important to stabilize yourself, hold on to what works, hold on to the anchors in your life when making decisions, even if they have to change later on. Right now, it's important to stabilize the self, know what works, make your decisions from simple, grounded, down-to-earth perspectives, and then go forward from there. Loving thyself first and foremost. What is the thing that you need most right now for you? How are you going to get it? What are you going to do about that? Okay? So that you can create stability and foundations, especially if it comes to career issues. You know, Mars and Pisces up there, Neptune and Pisces up there. It could be very destabilizing for your sense of destiny on this earth, this planet. So that could trigger you to get deeper in touch with your physical, mundane facts of life reality. It might not be fun, but it's very important in order to love thyself. Know what works. Understand that you're going to have to do the repairs and the maintenance no matter what. So how do we do this effectively? Because it sounds kind of tedious and dull and heavy. You see it as a new beginning, okay? Let's treat all this with the Two of Wands here. I'll just show you. With the Two of Wands here, the way to handle this, if it looks like drudgery and pressure and tarot illumination is telling me all sorts of things I don't want to hear, instead, look at it as a chance for new starts and new beginnings to a whole new way of being. See the Scorpio new moon here as something new and very healthy for you. See the Jupiter ingress into Sagittarius and the Sun into Sagittarius no matter how challenging. See that as beneficial for you. Take the Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius and turn that into something beneficial for you. Turn the garbage into gold. The people who are really, really good at being happy know how to turn garbage into gold. Okay? And in so doing, you create a new horizon for yourself. That's very, very scorpionic energy, knowing how to do that. You know, like what they do in sewer plants or what they do with manure. The manure is such amazingly powerful fertilizer. We look at it as cow poop, but it's one of the most valuable fertilizers on the planet, and they put it on farms, on the land for new growth. So take advantage of that phenomenon. So doing create consequences. Okay. Well, with the Five of Swords here, my feeling is that this is a very loud warning sign to be very, very careful that as you go through these challenges, as the pressure increases, which it will, I'm just letting you know right now, Gemini, the pressure will increase. We're just diving into it right now, okay? You know, like a diving bell, you're going from one chapter of life into a new chapter of life, life before, life after. And the key dates that we're talking about here are November, roughly the middle of November. There's life before this, life after. What I'm suggesting is with life after, please be very, very acutely aware of your thoughts, because your thoughts turn into words, deeds, outcomes, consequences. And what do you want to create for your life? Be very aware of that. If you take all these stressors that are happening and you take it personally, and you feel you have to retaliate and continually prove that you're above all that, that's the energy of, I don't know what it's called. Um, I don't know if it's arrogance or defiance. Yeah, it's more like defiance. Like, you know, you can't touch me. You can't prove that I'm wrong. You can't diminish me. I'm Gemini. But all I'm suggesting is please take this seriously. And if it feels personal, try not to take it personally. And remember that very clearly. Remember, because that could have a negative feedback energy if you're not aware of how it would be so easy to trip yourself up with all this pressure. Okay, so what happens if you come unglued? Okay, you lose all the potential happiness and joy that you have at your disposal to create for you in the most significant relationships, because that's so much about what this opportunity is about. Look at this, Jupiter, the planet of sacred opportunity, abundance, healing, growth, expansion, luck, good fortune, that is coming into your seventh house. So as challenging as it could be, it could also be the best thing that could have happened to you in 12 years. This is a year-long journey, and it took 12 years to get here. So what happened to you 12 years ago? Can you think back that far? Was there something amazingly delicious and wonderful that happened? Maybe we're going to get an action replay. So if you get this all to work, if you figure out how to work this so that it works for you, you have the chance for this. You have the chance for almost like the ultimate happiness card. But it doesn't come easy, okay? It does require the work. It does require for you to do the homework on yourself and to build the foundations within so that you are ready, willing, and able to receive the happiness that you deserve. I hope that makes sense. So prospects and momentum, let's have a look over here, okay? Yeah, let's just admit it. It's going to be tough, okay? It is going to be tough in some ways, but ultimately the outcome is going to be good for you. You already know it. You've been through a lot already. You've already been pre-advised by Tarot Illumination here that in some ways you're going to be up to your neck in it with challenges, health issues, self-preservation, going deep within, doing the cleanup campaign on yourself that no one else can do, having to make decisions about what works for you. Anything that does not work, discard it and move away. It's tough. Love thyself is extremely, extremely tough. But I think a lot of lessons can be learned here from a significant other, what it means to truly love thyself here. And you may get it, it might come on you big time. Whatever the challenges are, they might be big, big, big challenges. So all I'm suggesting here is don't take it personally. Treat it as a life lesson, as a chance to mature and grow, okay? Please, Jupiter only wants what's best for you. It's just happening through your seventh house, and that's the house of opposition. So whatever can go wrong, that could go wrong, that will go wrong, could go wrong big time. But flip that around, whatever can go well and will go well can go well big time. Okay, so take advantage of that. All right. All right, let's leave it at that. Thank you so much, Gemini. I hope you get something out of this. I'm going to just tuck this over here. Thank you for choosing Tarot Illumination. Please become a member. Check out the links below. Please, please, please. Thank you so much. I love doing this for you. I'd like to see your gestures of thanks in return. It would really help here. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.